Zuby Masters, returning to my Let's Play Phoenix Wright Justice for... Well, I opened my big mouth and I have to back it up. How about Mr. Wright? What would cause this weakness to... Your Honor, this occasion the defense accuses Afro himself. On this occasion, accuse Afro? What in the world are you accusing him? Obviously, you accuse him of murder and Mr. Wright, are you serious? Be serious. I think your trip to the circus has serious. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's heart and mind. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by his theatrics. Try to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors as the oldest book in the book. You don't believe me? Just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. Do you have any responses to the defense? Do I really need to say anything? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the box. And that's true. Stand up, Mr. Wright is trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear. She's right. Wait a minute. The savory part is poopy. See that, Mr. Phoenix? You're right. You're trying to drum up support from the peanut well, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this. You've got a doctor's note to confirm that Afro's able to stand on his own. Maybe the defense is planning to make a claim to counter the I can hear the defense now. Afro had a conflict. No, not this time, Long Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this. What are you blabbing about, Mr. There was no exception. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order, order. What are you getting? Way to keep them on their toes now. I'm going to have to prove how it all show how Acro No. Alright, let's do it. Phoenix Wright. If this weakness is the killer, then this eye weakness kills all lies, right? I'd like to clear something up. When the crime was committed, exactly where was it?
Take that!
He's obviously here the entire time. That's pretty simple. Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house. If there can be only one evidence. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ring. What says you, Mr. Damien? It's an interesting theory. That's it. What you propose is impossible. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? As the witnesses stated, your assertion is possible. And he is in a wheelchair. There's no way he could go to the scene to be... you got a point. Forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the fruit. Said he saw... Mind if I ask a question? that a picture? It's indeed. The problem is that the item that's shown in this... The bust. It's quite a large bust because it's a life-size... It's a very heavy. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from the third-story window. See, this is how Acro was able to kill him. With the force of gravity and maximum Galaxia's Order! Order! So you're saying the bus fell onto the ring? Rather simple. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredible.
Objection!
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's
Objection!
Well, Hakro is an acrobat. You should have more enough upper body strength to carry something like that. How do you respond to these charges? Well, Hakor's at a loss for words. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Hakro, you can't run away from things this time. Yow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix. What? Your Honor, the physical help of the witness is material to this court. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witnesses. Testimonies. He's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall.
Objection!
There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
Objection!
The defense had this version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense objection is overruled. Why can't you see things my way for once in a while? I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. Any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. This will have no problems. However, it's all to be respectful towards you. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. Could have with some of the size of the bus. I have upper body strength from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. Lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. Impossible. The location of the master's head. It's impossible for him to lift the bust and to stick himself out far enough to lift. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's false step would have led to even more severe injury. Had the police stall it. Okay.
Hold it!
It would be impossible. If it was carrying the bus, I couldn't be able to... Well, I suppose you got a point. Yeah. Turn things around. Maybe you think of a sort... If you need to look... I've already explained things sufficiently.
Objection!
Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? Where are you driving at, Mr. Wright? He really knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going. Quite precisely.
Objection!
Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job. Hurry up and explain things. Maybe you should take a look at this. Wooden box. Oh, hunched over. Who placed the wooden box? When the company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene. Makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came forward, so the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all this question is now crystal clear. You mean the bus were to fall upon the point marked by the bus? There'd be no way that it could have missed the head of the thing. Order! This is unbelievable. Finally, some of the loose ends are starting to... I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. So the next question I have is, who placed this wooden box? Mr. Dingley. He connected it to a rope and then all they had to do was separate it. Down. Allow me to whip some sin into it. Mr. Whipping is right. Ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made indeed. The box had a remarkable weight. According to the court records, it weighed 20 pounds. Not that this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift up the... Oh, that's exactly what I was trying to point. The box is also very long. Not the kid on either side. That's correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. No matter who you are, the head would be in approximately the same place. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I heard what you had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place the wooden box on the floor? Mr. Wright, may I have a vivid... But I could never have done what he proposed. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bus? Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened? I can remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. You understand what I mean? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from there. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria? Yet you said there was no accomplice. Yeah. There's no place. Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bus? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? The monkey lives in Aqua's room. But the bus was bronze. Wasn't it bronze? Isn't all that shit?
Objection!
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court records. Those are some nice cards that he sold you. They are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Good. Money is strong. It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to him. able to handle that himself and might be on the market for a new Order, order, I say order, Miss Von Karma. Where is the bus in question? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. Rather say that the monkey had not stolen. What would have happened then? Well, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Maybe the buzz with the murder weapon stole it by accident? Is it possible? Maybe Acro saw Mountain stolen goods and thought he could use one. Anyway, I think we're more than proven one critical fact. It was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying it. Oh! Don't seem so bamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what's that? You should know. You forgot your fraud of a magical client was spotted. Yeah! Fit out the clown's tail. Well, it's my chance. Were two people at the scene. Detective Russell Bear, and the other one was the
Take that!
I said who was the other person most saw the scene? The evidence has nothing to do with the...
Objection!
Au contraire, mon frere, it does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said he saw Max's silhouette. But he didn't actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being. How is that possible? It's simple. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. Have you tried using your brain in all this case to see what he saw was wearing a cloak? No reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the case. It would be easy to hang one off the cards in the bus. Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bus? It doesn't matter who put it on. Just wait a moment. Who put the cloak on the bus? The question is the utmost important. Okay, go do it. Him? Are you saying it was the victim himself? That's what I'm saying. I mean, the victim himself put the cloak on the bus. But the cloak isn't really the right way. Explain yourself. Do you really have a handle on this? Finally put all the pieces together. There's really one way the picture can be made. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto his seat. Then he attached the rope to it and dangled the bus out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's... He didn't want anyone to recognize him. Just as he appeared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodge. None other than the ventriloquist and his puppet Ben and Tree. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance That's that very instant the bus hit the victim. Wait just a second there, miss. As much as you thought, as much as you schemed, this isn't true, it can't be. It's still a little early to get so upset, Miss Monk. The circus isn't over yet. The impact of the bus through the cloak of which snagged the bus. The impact also caused the sound of a certain witness heard and prompting him to take a look. The witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked up, he was snagged in the bus. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bus being raised with the cloak dangling up, entirely because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out his front. So he just kept pulling the bus down. That's how the magical murder disappeared into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the only person who could have dropped the murder weapon from above this crime. Acro, it would have only been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. Sure he has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. What now? Phrased this with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove your fairy tale? Evidence? In this courtroom, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my wit. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some? They said they would have. Let's explain how there can only be one contradiction act. Use that to get out of this room. Or the back. The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white rose were a problem numerous times during there were two contradictions from the test. The silk hat was one, the white roses were two. Here, just proceed explains all these contradictions. Fool, do you ever check that was found at the scene of the crime? However, remember what Mo said here. He says about the criminal himself he was wearing a silk. There's only one explanation. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bus. Makes sense if you look at it that way. See the silk hat. Fine, you got one, but what about the other? Remember what the control is? It doesn't matter. Of course I could. Well, the instant when the cloak snapped. Now comes the buzz. What happens to the white rose? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged on the bus, it means the the white rose at the end of the back of the rose. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because we were on the backside of the bus. Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright still serious a bit of surgery. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw me the... Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. There's something making you think that I didn't. If you did, then maybe you'll understand why you think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. Feels an incredible debt of gratitude toward anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill me. Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Hear about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life. Note down. This case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. Listen to the rest of the Mr. Dingling's testimony after the recess. Tours now take a 10-minute recess. I can't believe it. It's pretty shocking. It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward group. Am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? But I'm nothing but a little of nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of reason. Hey, pal, you're gonna ignore me after I went all the trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective Gumshoe. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty. No, now, Detective, I'm sorry, look. Why don't you just relax? You got some really tasty. How about a card trick? Oh, well, if you insist. How about that evidence? What it is? Here we go. This is yesterday in Acro's room. And I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Miss Von Karma is mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. What details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies. Everything that happens in court up until now has gone according to our plan. Miss Von Karma doesn't seem in control of things just now. We'll figure out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set in motion. That reminds me, I got a message from the prosecutor. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. That's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What do you mean by the very end? I'm not sure. It's pretty cryptic. Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. For me? It's milk. Except in this area, it looked like some kind of... So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk for me? Miss Von Karma, please continue where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship. I'd like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Zero, please proceed with your testimony. And let me get him... Wait, Nick, are you okay? Do me a favor and don't ask why Shinji don't want to answer. circus, Russell Berry became an acrobat at around the 9 years old. I would find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. For the weakness deeply respected. I wonder how anyone could think that Akro would kill a man he is held in such right. How could anyone think that, Mr. There's no need for a cross-examiner. Might be a last chance to answer. There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What's that? Why was the ringmaster? There's no need to allude into this bit of testimony when I know the answer already. I like you to... You're right. Next. Yeah, I don't even have to think of it. Sorry, Your Honor, the reason that Akro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. That's because Akro has no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Yeah. Foolish attempt to fool us, foolish is such a foolhardy foolishness. Did you forget you made an act against this witness? Did you not? I believe it was the real killer of Russell Berry. If you want to jump the end of things, then yes, that does sound about right. The end of things? Akro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you say? I'm saying that not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. Order! Bailiff! I don't care who... Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my... Ah! Mr. Fink, Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to this? To reply that Akro tried to kill someone else.
Take that!
Perry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Akro, you're really aiming for her that language.
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all you have to do is say you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Phoenix? Right. Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. That goes for you too, Mr. Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Akro would kill Ray.
Take that!
Akro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. The victim's tailcoat? Akro wrote this note. It's ironic to the murder. Purpose was to call someone to the plaza. I would call Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's one little problem. Akro didn't intend to place the note into someone else's belt. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for... Exactly what? The person that note was intended was none other than Raging Up. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours, the truth wrong. It's not a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria's bulletin. That's when her father, the ringmaster saw the note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us? The bus and looking out the window would be impossible. No way I could have observed that kind of forest from my little ball. If I were to do that, I ended up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived at the closet because he couldn't look down at his window to see who it actually was. I forgot it. Acro thought it was Regina down the... But that's when he let the bus run. Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is. Surely it's only going to get harsher from here. Virginia can't handle it. Acro wrote this down. Foolishness, fools with foolishness, fools, ideas of foolishness, attorneys. You're so foolish, you even made me sound like a foolhardly fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're sure, then tell us about I have evidence of what took place. Yes, what about this affair was meant for the note was declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer. You just don't get it, dude. Say, the ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the closet in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. What is this incident that is? It occurred 6 months ago. Now I'm more than ready to show the court what happened. Are you sure that related does indeed go on? In this case, it started what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? Well, I think so. Please hurry up and tell us. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. This isn't a joke at all. It's decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? I was trying to take the wooden box away. I was doing it because the piece of decisive evidence of what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Are you claiming Reginald killed someone with a bullet? The note into account, that's the only logical conclusion. Foolish fools who never tried to disown foolishness ways. This question.
Take that!
Who is this? This is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months. Now it's stretched to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. She did that to him? Do you spend this entire... Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into this current comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina's Barry is an animal tamer by no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another. They wouldn't understand. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's not. So then, what happened to Acro's? Well, that's it for this video. Hope you like it and stay tuned.